Hello and welcome to round 2 of Grand Arena. Um, this is going to be a regular 5v5 Grand Arena, and my opponent is going to be Dark March UTC 3. His stats are pretty similar to mine. His galactic power in both ships and character is about equal, so it's pretty even in terms of galactic power. In terms of ships, he's got a Millennium Falcon, and I have as well. So I'll probably keep mine on offense to take it out in case he has it on defense. And he's got a pretty decked out Revan team as well. Now, before we go into the uh, the match itself, I want to talk briefly about my previous opponent, Darth Gunners. Now, I really appreciated the way in which Darth Gunners approached his offense. Now, he knew right from the get-go that uh, that he was pretty much outmatched. There was a big difference in terms of the teams in our roster as well as the mods that he had. But despite that, he went ahead and set a cheesy defense. He deliberately set a weak defense, but he went in and within the first hour, he started attacking my team with a lot of ferocity and and enthusiasm, and that's something that I really appreciated. I mean, I've had people with far better rosters who go in and not even set defense after seeing my roster, or not even bother to attack, or giving up after one single attack. But this guy, despite losing a few battles along the way, did not give up and kept going at my teams, and one by one started knocking all my teams down. He one-shot my Revan, one-shot my CLS, one-shot my Night Sisters, and really good Night Sisters as well, and tried his best through the rest of his roster, the rest of my team, to try to take everything down. Ultimately, he was stopped by my Kira team, but what I really admire is the fact that he didn't give up. And I just wish that more of my opponents were like that. Given that this was a mismatch, but if my opponents in the future had even one-third of the ferocity and tenacity of as this guy, then I'll really enjoy the matches more. So Darth Gunners, hats off to you. Really enjoyed facing you as an opponent. Hope we run into each other sometime soon as well. Just one piece of advice for you is, you've got a decent enough roster. I just think you need to work a little bit more on your mods. So, start, if you aren't already doing it, start using the 50 crystal refreshes to mod your characters, and and just start building out your mod inventory, because that's something which you can transfer from character to character even after the meta shifts. And I think you've got it in you to be a really good player. So just a quick message out to you, Darth Gunners. All right, now let's go back to my matchup for today. Now I'm facing Dark March, and he has a really decked out team. He has set a really tough defense as well. Let me briefly talk about my defense. And as you all know, anyone who's been following me for a few videos, I don't like to keep any cheese defense. So all the defense that I've kept are really tough teams to take out. There's a Scoundrel Jedi team that I've kept for a few matches. A really good Night Sister team, very well modded and very fast as well. I've got a CLS C3PO Ben team. Didn't keep Han and Chewie here. I kept the Han and Chewie with my Scoundrel team, but that team is there. And then I have a standard EP team. I have my Grievous team led by HK47, which could be pretty underestimated, and it's been doing really well for me over the last few matches. It's had 2 holds undefeated in my prior match, and last match was 3 holds, and but it got defeated. So it was so this has been a surprise hold for me. And I've got my Revan team where I've kept the last 2 characters that I've kept over here are pretty weak, an Anakin and a 6-star Juhani. But I'm hoping that he does go in. I'm sure it's going to end up taking up at least a Treya or a Revan team to counter that. I don't think he's going to go in with a lesser team. Maybe CLS, but that would mean that he'll have one less meta team to use on these others. So that's my hope. And then I've got finally my Scoundrel team, which is I've got Han and Chewie under Kira, Vandor, and L3, and that I hope will give my opponent some problems. That team was undefeated in the last match, so I'm hoping it fares similarly over here. Now, my opponent also has set a really tough defense. Now, first of all, I did not expect him to set Revan on defense, but he has set his Revan, and his Revan is pretty well decked out. It's as good as any of the Revans that I fight in the arena every single day. His Revan speed is 313 with a critical damage arrow, a critical damage triangle. His Bastilla is pretty decked out with a speed set as well. 264 speed on the Bastilla and 60k protection. So pretty good. Jolie has got, I believe, about 52k health, which is very decent, and 256 speed. I think he's put all his best mods on the Revan team. And Grandmaster Yoda is pretty impressive as well. 290 speed, extremely fast, and with 6,000 special damage. So really well decked out. And his GK is at 266 speed, which is pretty damn good, and with 86k protection. So this team, it's, even if I had my Revan with me, it would have been a tough match. I would have won probably easily, but it would have been a tough match and probably would have dragged on for 4 or 5 minutes. These are the kind of teams that I face in the arena every day. I do have my Treya team with me with Dark Basti and Thrawn, but I am not confident that that team is going to do a good job against this Revan. I mean, the offense on the Yoda is just too much, and I have a feeling that my Treya is going to die immediately, and especially a couple of times after Grandmaster Yoda goes, he's going to get Treya to pretty low health, and because his GK is so fast, he's going to end up mass assisting and killing off Treya pretty easily. And my Thrawn is not that fast as well. I think it's about 266 or something like that. So I don't think I will be able to beat his Revan team. So for the very first time in my Grand Arena setup, since I've started playing Grand Arena, for the very first time, I'm going to deliberately not attack or deliberately not clear my opponent, and leave his Revan team as is with 0 battles, and focus my attention on all his other teams and try to one-shot them and get max number of points. Now, a couple of reasons I've done this. One, I don't think I have the firepower needed to get through his Revan. I don't have my CLS team on offense. I don't have my Revan team on offense, and my Treya team. I don't have my Night Sister team on offense as well, which can reliably take down Revan from time to time in my arena shard. So those 3 offensive teams I don't have. I can't rely on my RJT Droid Eka combo because the mods just don't match over there. And my Treya team is probably the only one which can take it down. There's a 50-50 chance that it'll work, but even if it does work, it leaves me really low on offense for clearing out some of these other teams. The Night Sister team with Nest, for example. I mean, I could go in with my Trooper team, but their Night Sister team is really well modded and really well decked out. 185, which means effectively 290 speed on a Sarge. I don't think my Troopers will be able to beat that. Similarly, Talzin, she's at 225, which is 265. I believe after the bonuses, my Troopers might be at 284 or something, but it's still pretty fast. And the Nest is modded with Tenacity, so I don't know if my Death Trooper will be able to land days or not, which is the reason I decided to go with Treya on Night Sisters and leave the Revan team as is, and just maximize my points on the other 6 teams. The second reason that I chose to go with that approach is I don't believe my opponent will be able to clear me. I went extremely defense heavy. I've got my Night Sisters, my Scoundrels, my Revan, my CLS, and my GK Barris team over here. And when I looked at my opponent's roster and saw that he's got really 4 good teams left. He's got a CLS team, he's got his Treya team, he's got his JTR team, and he's got his Emperor Palpatine team. He also has his Finn team, but I doubt that Finn is going to work on any of these teams. So, discounting the Finn team, there's only four main teams that he has: CLS, Treya, JTR, and EP. He's definitely going to use his CLS or Treya on the Revan, and probably the other one on the Kira team, Kira, Han, and Chewie. But that still just leaves him the JTR team, which he'll probably might end up using against the GK. So he just has the EP team to take out maybe the Night Sister team, but I don't know if he'll have enough for the rest of my matchup. So I'm hoping that my defense holds, and I'm hoping that even if he's able to clear six of my seven teams, I'm able to clear six of his teams with more efficiency than what he does. I'm about 70 to 80% sure that my defense will hold, but there's always a doubt, and I'll probably won't know until he finishes his attacks. But that's going to be my approach for this one. I don't want to handicap my other offensive teams by giving a shot at his Revan, especially given it's so well modded. So I'm just going to go offense heavy on the other six teams. So that's going to be my approach. For the ships, both of us have kept the Millennium Falcon on offense, so it's going to be a pretty easy takeout for that. So let me go ahead and clear his ships first. I'm going to use my Millennium Falcon. All right, Biston and that. And then I will probably use, let's see what else I have. Lando's Millennium Falcon. All right, that should do it. I'm going to leave one slot empty. Let's see if I get any extra banners with that. All right, Sunfac. Let's get rid of Sunfac. Okay, hopefully this should do it. I might end up losing my bigs here. There it goes. Okay, I lost two ships. Let's get rid of Soldier. All right, final ship. Let's see if I can get a heal in here. All right. Okay, let's clear out this guy, and we are through ships. 58 banners. We ended up losing a couple of units. All right, so let's go ahead and so on ships, I've kept my Mace timeout team on defense with Bosk and Xanadu Blood as well. So hopefully that costs him some banners. Now let me try going and attacking all of his teams. All right, so I'm going to go with the Night Sisters first and use my Sith trio to take out the sisters. It's not a Talzin lead. It is an Asajj lead, which is surprising. Maybe he went for the offense boost. All right. There it goes. And let's get some heal up. Okay. All right. Let's get rid of zombie and another force drain. And let's try for Daka. Okay, let's wait for something to clear before I use my Annihilate. And the sisters are really fast as well, including zombie. All right, let me use Isolate on Daka. Not able to get through. That's how fast the sisters were. Okay, I'm going to finish Asajj just because all those deaths will ramp up her offense pretty fast. Okay, now let me try to go for Daka. Yeah, the sister team was really tough as well, and I doubt my troopers would have been able to do the job. All right, let me annihilate Nest. Get some heal. Okay, let's get rid of Daka. Now Daka was isolated, which is why she didn't revive with the zombie, which is as we want it. Okay, now we just have to kill Talzin a couple of times and we are fine. So we'll probably be left with full health on everyone, but not full protection. Look at that, the zombie was I think 230 something speed, which with 2 stacks would be at an insane 500 speed or so. Full health on everyone, okay. All right, so 59 banners, 58 and 59. All right, let's move over to the next battle. Let's see who we want to handle next. I will take, I think the next toughest might be the Kira-led team. I might take my crew over here, or not crew, my resistance team against the Kira team. And the Kira team is also pretty well modded. Let's see, who else do I need to take? I need a dispel. And who else can I take? Let me actually take in my Thrawn over here just for additional control. So since I'm not taking out the Revan team, I have a lot of excess offense available to me, which will really help me get extra banners on the others. Now, Daze did not land over here, which is unfortunate. But what I can do is I can... Let me go ahead and fracture L3 and then take out Vandor. Dispel this guy. And alright, so Vandor's gone. Alright, to look out for another dispel. There we go. Okay, now we need to work on mission. Let's give some protection back to this guy. Clear this one again. And let's get rid of mission. Now we just need to work on L3 and Zalbar. Should be pretty simple. Why don't I... I should have fractured that guy. Maybe I was waiting for more protection recovery. Alright, let's give it back to... so only one character without protection, so I should get 59 banners here as well. Alright, 59 banners. So I've got 58, 59 and 59 banners on my 3 battles so far. I hope I don't live to regret it, taking this decision to ignore the Revan. First time I've ever done anything like that. All my matches I've always full cleared my opponents, all my Grand Arena matches. And I've never been cleared. My defense has never been cleared so far. So I'm wondering if this match is going to be a first for those two situations, in which case I lose for the very first time since Grand Arena started. But yeah, I got to applaud my opponent for setting a really tough defense. Let's see, what am I going to do next? Probably the Bounty Hunters. I'll use my crew team on this, and I think I can get away with just 4 first orders on the Bounty Hunters. Let's see. I should have enough firepower to get through this. My crew and Kylo are pretty fast, so I should be able to outspeed them and put a stun on this guy. Alright, who do I work on first? Maybe Greedo. Okay, let's shift over to this guy since he was almost dead. Okay. Ooh, almost took me out. So, okay, let's stun Bosk again and try to finish off Boba. See if I can recover some health and protection on my Fox. There's some time to go for that since Bosk is going to take a while to take down. So I think I might be able to recover some health and protection on this guy. Keep my crew taunting all the time. So every time crew, the reason I'm using crew's basic is every time crew attacks with his basic on a debuffed enemy, he gains taunt. So that's one easy way to maintain taunt on this guy, crew. All right, the longer this battle gets drawn out, the better it is for Fox. He is able to get more protection and health. Let's see. We just don't need any more thermal detonators from Dengar. That tends to screw things up. Yeah, we'll probably not be able to recover the full protection on Fox, but I think we'll get decent points for the empty slot that we have, which should be good enough for now. All right, 60 banners. I think that's a good outcome for bounty hunters. All right, what's the next of his team? He's got Evox, Phoenix, which is really not great, and he's got Maul team. All right, what do I have left for Evox? Oh, I've got my bounty hunters with Nest, and I've got Basti as well. Let's see what Jedi I have. Not really very beefy, but I think these guys should do the job against Ewoks. Should I throw my Wampa in there? Maybe instead of Qui-Gon Jinn, I throw my Wampa in there, just for extra insurance. You can never tell with the Ewoks. Okay, where is Elder? Really wasn't a big deal. Let's get some protection back. Dispel this guy. So that's the reason. Because Ewoks can get out of hand pretty soon. Okay, let's call the Wampa and get rid of that guy. Now Logray goes, and this one should be pretty easy cleanup. I think I still have the full protection on all my Jedi and just lost protection on Wampa. Alright, 60 banners here as well. So 58, 59, 59, 60, 60. So I'm doing well in terms of efficiency. Phoenix and Maul team. Let's see. Maybe I'll take my Bosk against the Maul team with the Nest. Maybe I'll save for Phoenix. Bosk. Let's see. I might go full scoundrel on this team. Let's see. How does this look? We're facing Maul. Let's see who we have in the Maul team. We have, so everyone is going to be under stealth. All right, 229 on the Sith Assassin. Not too fast, but let's see Sid. 233. So they're not too fast, but Maul team is going to give them extra turn meter, and they've got a Zeta Savage as well, so I can't take this team too lightly. He's got a decent amount of protection and health. And Sith Trooper modded for health. 88k protection. Wow, so this guy is going to be tough to take out. So good thing is Boba can go around taunt. And let me try that team then. Ooh, you know what? I can probably use Dengar, since that'll prevent these guys from going into stealth if I'm able to get Dengar to go into stealth. So this might be a good combo. I also want to try out young Lando against Savage, because young Lando's basic, it basically says that if it's young Lando's turn, enemies can't gain buffs or bonus turn meter during this attack. So not only can, so stealth is a buff, so when young Lando attacks with his basic, the enemy will not be able to go into stealth even if it crits. And at the same time, Savage, he gains tons of buffs when you attack him. You know, health steal and critical chance up, critical damage up, all that stuff. So on young Lando's basic, he's not going to end up doing all that. Plus, you know, both young Lando and young Han and Boba, they're all capable of big hits, which can take out Savage in case the battle goes south. All right, let's go with this. Hopefully my boss taunts first. I believe my boss is 276 to 80 speed. Nah, they went first. All right, now let me get my boss to taunt. What should I do next? All right, now let me land a ability block over there. Get some offense up. And throw some thermal deaths and heal. So it'll take a while to get through the protection of this guy. Let me pass some prepared around. That'll help make these guys hit harder. All right, let's clear this. Let's get rid of Sith Trooper first. Not Sith Trooper, the Sith Assassin. There she goes. Next, we'll get rid of Sidious. He's squishy as well. There we go. These thermal detonators do a lot of good stuff. Now the bounty hunters are going to be able to get health and protection back by boss lead, and for the others, Han is going to be able to give young Lando some protection back with his special. So that should help to top him up a little bit. I think it should be available now. Okay, so let's get him back some protection. All right, so I think everyone is at full health and full protection. And let's execute to finish it off. All right, 60 banners there too. Cool, so we got 360s, 259s, and 158. All right, only one team left, Phoenix. I've used up my warm power, but I do have my nest, so I should be able to go in with nest to clear this team. Yeah, there's nobody really over here Who's any danger? I mean, Zeb is probably going to stun or daze, but he's pretty squishy, so I think he should be able to. Should be pretty easy to take him out. All right, let's take care of this. Okay. Hopefully I get 58 points, 59 points probably with this. Oh no, not 59, 63. Let's stun Zeb. And try to get rid of him. See, that's the problem. Daze. Okay, stunned him. And we don't have daze anymore, so that's good. Let's land daze on everyone again and try to get rid of Zeb. Ah, oh, daze again. Okay, Zeb is gone, so now it's just a matter of time. Let's get rid of Hera. Or actually, maybe we get rid of Sabine, since she can apply armor shred. Okay, Hera should go now. All right, let's get full health back and 63 banners. Very good. Okay, so whatever I have taken out is on average 60 banners. I got 58, 59, 59, and then 60, 60, 60, and finally 63. So that is the state of the match. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to attempt his Revan. A, because I have nothing with me left to attempt it, and B, because I want my opponent to think that I may have something and I'm just waiting for him to finish his attack, and then I might spring an attack at the last moment. But I'm just going to leave this as is and see what my opponent decides to do. The points that I have right now on the board, 1304, that's pretty decent for having taken out 6 character teams and one fleet team. So that's an average of 60 banners per team that I've taken out. So what he has to do is to win is essentially clear. Unless he clears me, there's just no way he's going to win. And I seriously doubt he's going to clear me. He just has 4 good teams, and I don't have any cheese teams over here at all. I doubt whether he's going to clear this at all. If he does manage to clear it with even with multiple attempts, he's going to win pretty comfortably. But my guess is I'm 80 to 85% sure that he's not going to clear me. So I think we have this match in the bag. Yeah, it's the very first time I'm not clearing my opponent, but I think it was a calculated risk, and I feel good about the decision I've made. If I had gone in with my Treya team to try to beat Revan and not taken it out, I would have been extremely inefficient in my other matches as well. I wouldn't have been probably able to take out even the sister team with my troopers, or even if I had taken out 1 or 2 sisters, I would have to go in again with another team to take out the sisters, and then that would have left me with short of offense on the rest of the matches. So sometimes in Grand Arena you have to take calculated risks like these when you want to when you don't have what it takes to clear the defense. You just have to do your best. You have to take a call on what you can ignore and take a best shot in clearing the rest. And in this case, I made the call just because I knew that I went through his roster and knew that he won't be able to have enough offense to clear me. Whether that's true or not remains to be seen, but what I'll do is I'll give you guys an update after after he decides to take out some of my teams. So keep a watch out on the description of this video. I will probably give a snapshot of the final status of the defense and the final status of the points, so that you get an idea of where we finally ended up. All right, that's it for me for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will catch you guys later. Take care.